This is another BWL video. Just kidding, it's DM North. I haven't said anything true today. God, I've said everything wrong. I was calling snakes spiders all night in ZG. What you gonna do? So, looking at my gear real quick, I'm rocking I do have 8 out of 8 tier 1, but I'm going with 4 pieces tier 2 and 4 pieces tier 1, because there's this weird bug, I'm not going to call it a bug, but there's this weird interaction where the 5 piece on both these sets that gives pet stand and pet resistances on both these sets. It will apply an aura that doesn't show up to your pet, or maybe it does, we'll see. No, I don't have it. But it applies an aura to your pet, and when your pet has that aura, it will generate 1 threat because you're applying that aura to your pet. So it fucks with the aggro on the last boss. So that's why I have this weird build right now. So I'm starting off by just pulling into the freeze trap, pet's on stay, so he runs back to that position. You can hop into this, there we go. Pet's gonna just chill and despawn. Gonna throw a grenade at that guy, scatter that guy. Bam! And you gotta get all the way around this corner when you feign. And then jump into this. If you try and cut that corner, you're gonna pull that dog right there. I don't have mage water either, which is a little unfortunate, but we'll be fine. I'm just doing this for a little bit of gold and trying to get my DM buffs before raid. But I'm going to be getting some 15 agi enchants, so I really want to make sure, since I have enchanting, I can get a lot of the mats for the 15 agi myself and still make other money in DM. That's on stay. I'm going to give him a heal. Dash in. Eyeball's going to show up, so track demons. These guys immolate sometimes, so I'm always ready to scatter those. And dog is gone. Out of combat. And kill eyeball. Got him. I dash when Fane's almost up, or at halfway to up, but I don't actually send pet in right away. That's how my dash is on cooldown in a sec. And send him in, and send to the warlock after. Do a dog. There's that immolate. And he doesn't always get a despawn here. He did that time. That's nice. I always step here so that when I call pet next time, the pet always is on your left. So if you're standing there and you call pet, he might go forward or backwards, and both those are bad. And dash is off cooldown because that thing I did earlier, so I can dash, send him in. He still has cripple on, but that's not a big deal. He's gonna be alright. And let's go. Gonna switch to humanoid, so slip kicks there, so I'm gonna go back to demons. That's the guy I wanted to make sure I saw. I can't cut the corner here because he's padding. So instead I'm just waiting for the eyeball, and then I'm gonna pop up here. jump right into this, and these will all get out of combat with me. The eyeball is coming down the ramp right about now, so I will get the eyeball right here. Actually, I didn't get it earlier. But do I want to? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. That guy's gonna hit me. Dazed. So I want to go right here so I can feign while slip kick. Oh fuck. I still dazed when I jump. So slip kick's gonna be behind there and he doesn't see me. So I can feign right here. And it didn't get resisted, so now I can invis pot freely. Do I have cheat on? Yeah. Cheetah's on. Invis and rock and roll. So you want to make sure you do it right at that edge there so that you don't pull that other warlock group that's next as well. And same thing here, I'm calling pet when I'm standing here so that he shows up right there. Because if I were facing that way, he might show up and walk behind me and go and aggro that group. Frosty, send him in on that guy. He might body pull these as he runs by. If he does, then I'm going to pull him back after he hits that reaver. And I need to put this on an easy to push button. Okay, he didn't pull that group, so I'm sending him at that group. And then I'm going to use my pet passive. He's going to run back and trigger that frost trap. And I can blast the door. And hopefully dog doesn't die. He didn't. So, okay. And I stay dead until that Doom Guard is back in his position, because if he's still in your Frost Trap, there's some weird stuff where he can come chase after you because your Frost Trap pulls him. This rat's going. Get it! Boom! I jump here in case this guy cripples me, and get a little more movement if he cripples me right after I jump. And fade in this corner. Same pet summoning thing. I'm going to face forward, so he spawns right there. And then I just wait off this fade. So I'm going to send here, and then send there. And don't forget to pet stay. And dog's fine. Where's that hiding in the back? And mark, triangle. Is that only? Okay. Third one's up there. Yeah! I respec, so I have this extra Raptor Strike crit, which is really OP for killing all the rats in here. Okay, so I gotta pull really fast before these dogs come around, and it'll save me like 20-30 seconds. Dashing in. And dashing back. Oh, fuck. I hope I didn't pull those wolves. I don't think I did. I'm just trying to top them off as much as I can before I jump down. He's gonna charge me. Boing. I'm gonna run around here and get my pet to despawn. Yeah, so if I was like 4 seconds earlier, those dogs wouldn't have pulled. time entering combat with those. Those spirits get you in combat. So when you're trying to drink to set up for the fight, you want to run along this wall because you can feign, and then you won't be in combat when you start eating and drinking. You also can't feed your pet when you're in combat, so if he's died, then that's annoying too. So I lost like 2 minutes there trying to save 30 seconds. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm sending him in, and then he is going to despawn here when he goes to his stay position, because I'm getting far away from him. I'll call him back in, run into this wall so I can get him right there, put him on stay. And let's do it. Okay, so I have a macro for Trib, so every time I Viper Sting, it's going to target Gordok. I'm gonna put him right here. Got a drink. So this macro, all it does is, even if I'm targeting Gordok, it'll Viper Sting Cho Rush. And it doesn't ruin the behavior of my normal Viper Sting either, so I never take this macro off. It's always just sitting right there on my bar. So I'm targeting Gordok, there's Viper Sting on Cho. And I'm just going to LOS, show up, and hit him with that. So the Priest one has the shortest cast because he has a Mind Blast, and the other ones are Fireball and Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning. So, and the Priest one's the most annoying because he'll fear your pet if he gets too close, and he also bubbles, which just makes the whole thing take longer. So I'm trying to keep him from going too far, so I'm showing right there. It's okay to eat the occasional Mind Blast. You do have bandages, and there's a lot of downtime here, so if you need to tank some Mind Blast to get an extra Viper Sting out or whatever, it's totally fine. Getting pretty low on mana. And you do get both these types of food and water at the end. Mage water is nice because it restores a lot more mana, but the Morning Glory is totally fine. Once you get it down, you'll go through like 15 water a run, and you'll go through like 4 Quail a run. Hunter's Mark out. Not bandage. Oh, that's not bandage. Whoopsie. So line of sight appears to reduce the chance that your Feign Death gets resisted, so I always use this pillar. And then range also seems to do it, so I like to feign when they're like still 20 yards away. It just keeps you from ever really having to worry about having a big time issue with a Feign Death getting resisted. You don't always die when it gets resisted because you have deterrence and you can abuse the pathing around this. This dais, as Bump might call it. I mean stage. So I do need to get another Viper Sting out. But now I can just go aim shot, multi-shot, Serpent Sting, and then get a couple of autos and usually finish with an Arcane. I'm going to be a little cheeky here though. And I'm going to send my pet. That's not going to do anything. Okay. I don't like where the priest is right now. I will, I don't know what these. So that's the dream right there, where you just charge my pet, because it gives me a lot more time to get, I can get a second aim shot off there, which definitely speeds up the kill. Viper. So Viper doesn't generate any threat, so you can go Viper and then Feign, but you don't want to Serpent Sting into Feign. That's good. Oh, hey, that's not up. So I'm turning Pet back, and I'm just gonna fade down here. So he was right there, so he would go around. So that feign death is really pretty safe because you're gonna be out of line of sight if you do that as well. So you need to do it correctly. And I'm gonna kill him here, so I don't mind attacking him when he's not that close to dog. Oh, lovely. Oh, rapid fire pulled threat on this guy. That's why he came back to me. But it was an okay run at 14 minutes. And that is a DE, and that's a DE. I have an add-on fucking up. Boo. This is all friendly now. So before you get the chest, you want to go back, talk to Crom Crush. Whew. And you want to do this dialogue, and that will make one extra item show up in the cache. One extra blue item. Or potentially Treant's Bane, but never actually Treant's Bane. That looks good. You talk to Mizzle. And Major Manas, I'm happy about those. Elven Ring. Don't tell anybody in my guild, I'm just going to DE that. And then book spawns. There's one right there, no book. Ooh, 6 major manas, nice and juicy. Start playing around with my inventory. What illusion dust? Hunters run this all the time, so that's garbage. Just gonna delete. So that was a pretty okay run. It's especially good because that is a fuck ton of major manas, which right now, those are like 4.5 gold each. And then the rest of this, I mean, this is pretty typical. A little over 10 gold there, a little over 15 there. And fuck illusion dust. So close spawn there. That weird run I was doing up there was checking for a chest. There's a chest here, but it is locked. Send a pet in. Got a frost trap down. He's gonna go in. Gonna pull him back. And I never grab buffs in here. I know I need to grab the stam at least because it's nice for a raid. So I will do that on a later run. I always forget because they're just garbage for hunters. The 200 attack power one says attack power, but it's only melee attack power. Got some bugs chasing me. And the last book spawn is up here. It's not there. Book spawns are basically a lie. I've probably opened like 50 plus and I've never gotten anything good. And Forers is pretty cheap now because it's, I mean, ZG just came out. Uh-oh. Here we go, Casual Flame. We just ran ZG and it was not our best run. That's the stamp guy, I'll go get it. Yeet. Right, yo, so that was 20 minutes from when I first got in there until I finished. Did I reset? Yes, I did. Alright, so this should look familiar. Send him in, freeze-a-roo, and then jump into this wall until that happens, and then fuck up. It's mandatory. There you go. Okay, so what the fuck you doing? Alright, so all I need to do this time is go ahead and hit this with a scatter. Boom. Okay, I gotta hurry. This isn't Flame, we just had a lot of ults in ZG today and it was recently released, so me being on my name meant that I kind of carried the DPS. Poor dog. Dazed. Alright, let's see where our boy slip kicks at. Okay, so I'm gonna head up. Fuck. Tight. Okay, so here, where's the eyeball? It's not here yet. Okay. Going around the corner. Eyeball's coming. Same shit. So yeah, the positioning on slip kick, that was one of the other variations I see. So on that one, I like to get up on the ledge, reset, and then get the reaver aggro, and then that eyeball comes around like 5 seconds later. So the timing just is nice on that one. That's the fastest positioning of slip kick and that eyeball in terms of like how long it takes to get past that section. Poor dog stuck in a wall. So I always take a wide berth there because they can fear, and when they fear, it's spooky. I'm definitely going to have time here, especially because dog's high HP, which it benefits me. Smack. I have full mana, so I don't mind healing him the rest of the way in a sec. So track beasts. I'm just alternating between passive and stay right now. Okay, he is going in on Show Rush. And get out. Hopefully he doesn't need a fireball, because fireball does hit hard. Nice. Mage is one of the easier ones because he just has this really slow cast fireball. Multi-shot. And this often does not work out. Because mana becomes a huge issue here. Trying to keep Viper stinging, and so you have to multi-shot these dogs. Tight. It's not good. Okay, so I'm just gonna let dog die here. And get a Feign Death way over here. And Feign right behind this wall. Okay, I'm gonna guess dog died. Fuck. Combat. Ugh, the dogs fucked me over again. Basically, I have to get a full drink, then a 10-second res pet, then feed pet, then 2 men pets, and then another full drink. Facing this wall so res is there. Because I don't want my pet to be seen. Oh, dog, you're in the wrong spot. Lovely. I can feign again. Slap him. I'm pissed. Yeah, so that feign resist on that dog is the only reason I failed. Dogs are at like half HP. So once they start running at dog, if they get like too far, you can't see them anymore because their hitbox is a lot lower than these guys. And so that's why I was like trying to get the multi-shot so aggressively. I need to get a big drink here because I'm very low mana after these circumstances. So yeah, if the hyenas are like right there, you can't see them from standing here. I'm gonna let Cho Rush go back a ways here. I'm not gonna get as much drink as I want, so I'm gonna send Pet actually here and beta Fireball, and then I'm gonna send Pet again, beta Fireball. Man, I'm good. Ow. Mage does have the most mana, which is kind of annoying. I'm probably going to do the same thing here. Nope. Bad. Ah, fuck. I wanted to get in range there. I'm actually going to be able to get some Viper Stings on him here when he's running at me, which will be nice. That gonna hurt. Alright, he's low. Ooh. This full drink feels good though. I'm just gonna tank fireballs now because he's pretty much in. I don't think he's gonna get another one off. Holy shit, he's casting! But I will get a bandage right after the same shot auto. Ooh. Who is that? Is that Grizz? I have no idea. Need a charge. He's basically dead. So I'm gonna faint a little earlier. And I'll pull Cho Rush in a sec. Minutes with that fucking debacle. Okay, so Warlords, steamy pile of garbage because hunters run DM North all the time. It's a low drop rate, but I've gotten a ton of them. I just fender that. And I will DE both of these. Large Brilliants have been going right around this price. So I guess I could fender it. Doesn't really matter. Oh baby, 11 major manas and 2 runs. Yes, please. So this is vendor material because they're 6.5 gold. Getting a lot of dust here. That's fine. So my favorite pieces to get out of that are green are actually there's a bow and a 2-handed mace, and both of them almost always DE into Greater Eternal. So that's a really good piece because that's like easy 8 to 10 gold. And then I don't really care about the blues because like Barbarous Blade off the boss is pretty good because that's like 7 gold vendor. This is good because it's 6.5. The trinket's actually like 6.6 gold too, which is another good one. But most of the stuff's just DE these days because shards are getting more expensive. No book. Chest again, locked again. This is it. Oh. Womp. I wonder if my weapon skills are both 300. They're probably both like 299. Two-hand swords. One-hand swords is surprisingly high. 299. 300 two-hand swords. Yeah, I've been using the Barbarous Blade for a long time. Turns out that it's better than Lock Delar for DPS. I do like Lock Delar for PvP though. Fuck. That snake can live. I'll probably do, well, at least one more run. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. I never know what's going to be out there, so I always, so you never know what's going to be out there. Guess he's doing some sort of pickpocket run, maybe? It's kind of weird. I wish he would have got frozen. I would have blown him up. Love killing rogues. True shot, so that last one was 21 minutes. And if this isn't familiar yet, don't know what to say. Gonna grenade, scatter. If you're really good, you can actually pull both these groups at the same time. So, I think you can grenade, so you hit all 3 of these, or you would do grenade plus scatter. It gets a little dicey. And sometimes the minion's not actually up either. If the minion's not up, it's pretty easy. Dash. cripple me, you bitch. He did it. Which means there's a good chance dog dies. But he did. Dash is up, so I can use it. Send. Track humans. Same position as last time. He didn't shoot me. Very nice. Where's the eyeball? Okay, I don't see the eyeball. Oh fuck, that's not good. That was dicey. Alright. So if that eyeball pulled, he would have summoned the Netherwalkers, and the Netherwalkers would have seen me because they see through stealth, and then I would have died. So the fact that that eyeball didn't see me because I was hugging that ledge was fortunate. And that's also why you don't go early. Sometimes it's better to just wait for the eyeball. Could have wasted like 7 minutes. It's a long run back. So, because I didn't kill the eyeball, and maybe every 3 runs I don't kill the eyeball, because the timing of everything, I'm going to wait here. So I'm going to eat and drink, and the eyeball will come back eventually. It's on its way. There, that time I pulled those guys. Dog might get hurt pretty bad here. Oh, fuck me. It's gonna be fine, probably. Yeah. Stuck in the wall! Yeah, I have 2 add-ons to show cast bars. Don't at me. Fuck, I'm gonna sneeze. False alarm. Alright, no problems with dogs this time. Right? Oh, that's a good luck crit. And I got the shaman guy. I don't know what that totem's gonna do. Like when the wolves run around. Okay. Question is, okay, he didn't turn on me. Nice. Dog's gonna take a beating here, but he should be okay. Okay, he is not very okay, but alive. I did it again! That's not a band-aid. I changed my binds recently because I used a potion in a duel instead of deterrence. Anybody who remembers that, please forget that. And then I lost the duel anyways. That's the worst part. And it was to somebody's ult. That's the even worse part. And we're not going to talk about that. Shaman has very little mana. He's almost dry. I have very little mana. Alright, I should get a nice drink next time. And an aim shot. Nice. And no dog problems? Man, this is shaping up to be a real run. Fuck. Fuck! That's embarrassing. Oh, I didn't get that last tick. Whoops. I might not get the aim shot because of that. Oh, I did. Fuck that guy. Tight. Okay, good. So I like him to die past this corner because you can loot him from below here. Saves you the time running over there. And double DE right there. That was good. 12 minutes. That's what happens when I have no issues. That's kind of like if I get some crits, I can do it 1 minute faster. So that's about as good as my runs look. So if you've watched all 3 of these, then ignore the first 2 and just watch that one. But it's always good to see the bad runs too, because when you're learning this, you really got to learn how to react to whatever happens. It's really important, even if you lose 2 minutes, that you don't die, because when you die, you lose like 12, and then you get mad, and then you yell at your screen, and then you quit doing DM North, and then you don't play for 2 days, and that's a lot less gold per hour when you're not playing the game at all. And more juicy mana pots at least. I could use some major healing pots maybe, but it's fine. I got 4. I'll just try and keep 5. Haven't gotten those weapons. That was a lot of shitty DEs. I just got like 6 illusion dust. Oof. My enchanting's 60, by the way. This is all from disenchanting. Hunter stuff. And engineering, obviously. Pretty good honor week. It was AB weekend, that was fun. So I should get pretty close to ring 4, I would guess. Chest is right there if it's there. Barn. No book again. Locked chest again. At very low. So I want to make sure I'm ready for raid tomorrow, so I think I'm just going to do 1 more, and then get my buffs, and then hark out to Orgrimmon, and fill up my bags with all my raid shit for tomorrow. I'm glad I got these major manas, because I am trying to parse tomorrow, which means I'll be using these instead of using greater manas, which I usually just chug. So that should be fun. Gonna try and get DM buffs, and then get a Dragon Slayer, a ZG buff, and a Songflower. I'm not positive what the order is yet. Hopefully I can get like a Summon a Booty Bay. Be real convenient for the... Oh fuck. For a second I thought I was getting ganked there. I was like, oh god, an alliance. Whoopsies. Those have been chasing me since that inner room. And I'm glad Fane didn't get resisted, because I would have lived. I would have jumped out. Of course I would have lived. "17-minute run, baby." I just can't bandage today. It's rough. I didn't reset. I'm gonna do as fast as I can. Let's go, let's go. Don't you dare fucking frostbolt me, bitch. Alright, so I'm gonna grenade far one and scatter. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh. I thought I missed with that grenade. No! So this guy's here, so I gotta just stand here while this guy pats up the ramp. And this guy will be walking by, and then I'm gonna get ganked by the boss who's gonna come from there. Yeah, sometimes there's a mage or a brute that's chilling with two hyenas that walks right up there. Having problems with the auto run there. Alright, if this demon is there, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes the warlocks just don't summon their minions. Fuck you. Oh, dog lived. And you can now hear my fan in the background. Just the kind of quality content I provide. Oh fuck! There he is! I'm gonna faint here. So I can't go right now because Fane's on cooldown. So fuck. So I had to feign because I missed that jump and he was coming around the corner. If he sees you when you're on a spot that he can't get to, you get teleported to him and then you die. So I'm gonna have to wait like 30 seconds here. So he pats around and then kill the eyeball. Yeah, this bad habit of jumping diagonally, and you need to jump right into that. I shouldn't have done that. You need to jump right into the wall, orthogonally. So if I'm in this corner, it'll pull because I'm in combat with that reaver. So I gotta go. This is dicey. Okay. The dice were rolled. Uh-oh. Never mind, we're okay. I got scared because nothing slowed Dog that time because the Doomguard used Rain of Fire, which meant that he despawned a lot earlier. And my Frost Trap almost didn't go off there. If it didn't go off, those guys would have ran back to me a lot faster and might have killed me. There's a little safe spot back there, though, that I've weaseled my way out of in the past. It's pretty useful to have one of these trinkets too, the Gnomish cloaking device, for the occasional terrible situation once every hour. I sound like bitch. Those are my fingers. No, I didn't set him to stay. Good things. These are all very slow. So I didn't set him to stay there, so when I used passive, he just ran right next to me. So to get out of that, I did set him to stay, and then he stood right where he was and got the shit beat out of him, which is just kind of how I treat my dog. And then I lived. Track beasts. Okay, the hyenas are right there. So I am going to try to drink for just a little bit. So I gotta do it from right here. So none of those saw me. Oh fuck, I gotta send it. Go dog, go! This isn't gonna work. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So what I'm going to do here is drink, because that did not work. I'm going to get full. And just wait the hyenas to pat. Even if I didn't drink, I don't know if I would have made it. Priesty guy. That priest is hurting my dog. fuck ton of Viper stings. He's so low. I'm the greatest. That was good. Almost tried to bandage. Oh, I shouldn't ever try and bandage. I would have hit the wrong button. My finger went right to 8. I need a hunter's mark out. Whoops. That's closer than I should have let him get. But he didn't resist. It's 50-50. He either does or he doesn't.
What's left when the morning comes? It's the memory of the future. Remember when my body's done, there's nothing left to hold on to. There were friends waiting at my door. They have gone now, for the year is new. Stuck by my word when the rains came. Made it true and pure to dissolve the hurt. But with nursing distraction, pursuing a dream we once had. Was it our intention to follow this road till the end, even if the end is so sorrow?
I did it. The good news is I'm not in too much of a rush, so I will just get these DM North buffs, Hearth to Orgrimmar, and then just grab everything out of my bank. I'm not really like worried about losing 10 extra minutes on my DM North buffs because they don't really do much. Basically, I get a 3% spell crit, which is good on the guys that have weaknesses, so I can get a little more arcane shot crits. And I get 15% stam, which is good because survivability, but I live so much in raids anyways. I'm almost always one of the last people to die. Alright, let's get some good shit. That's good. Okay. That's fine. So, looks like I'm 4 runs. I think I started at like 415 gold or something like that. Ooh, 2 greater eternal. Yes, please. About time. So this is good. I mean, like, I made at least 20 gold from vendor once I vendor this thing, which is 6.6 gold. 14 greater manas, and I got 8 major healing. Replenished my own food and water, so I'm not really concerned about that. And then I got all this shit, which a lot of that's going to go to my 15 Agi enchants on my weapons, because currently I have Barbarous Blade and I have Loctalar. I have an Assassination Blade, the 1% crit sword, as well as I'm going to wait for a Fang of the Faceless or the main hand Hikari Warblade from, there's that chest, from ZG, and I will dual wield those because it'll be a lot better than what I currently have. And that Adventurer's Cape of the Monkey is also Greater Eternal. Oh, this guy gives me a buff. Yeah, I just forget. Doesn't really do anything. So I'm gonna put all this shit. Oh god, it's doing it again. Whatever. I'm even bringing my Doom Shot out for tomorrow. So let me fix all this. And maybe my bags are working now. So I'm gonna bring those tomorrow. As well bring these. Book's probably not there because it's never there. So I did 4 runs, didn't see a book, so that should tell you how I feel about books. So I mail these to my bank alt and then mail them back because I go through them. Open world stuff, dungeons, etc. Fuck, I missed the AP buff. Oh well. Get that stand. Go to OG. Didn't use that many grenades. Alright. That's DM North.